Well, I have to get composed. I'm MJ.
And I'm Ginny.
And it's time for Liberty Choir. That's what I used to say when we first started Wandsworth Prison. I used to go out in the landing and I would yell, "It's time for Liberty Choir." Yes, it is singing, but it's so much more than that. It took us 10 years to get the program started because they would say, "MJ, go in and sing. You can't bring anybody else in." Well, what's the point? There are more people in this world that want to make a difference in someone's lives than not do anything. And you just got to open the door for them to be able to do something. When you sing together in a room, the community and the men and women in prison, not only do you have well-being, it's a given, but you learn about reading and writing and math and perceiving patterns and social history. You get self-esteem. You understand diction. Every song has a story, not just the composer, but the social history, everything behind the song, where you can talk about things for 2 minutes, 3 minutes. And because we develop friendship and camaraderie and fellowship and find the fortitude from within to find self and the reassurance that I am somebody, I want them to feel free when they come in the room and understand that they are not forgotten when they come in and when they get out. And when they get out, these friends that they've met every week are there for them to help them orchestrate life, to support them. I always joke with them and say, I can't put you in my house and I can't pay your rent, but I'm a phone call away. And I can put a group of volunteers around you to help you orchestrate the system and advise you and guide you to the different organizations that can help. And we do it all through singing. We squeak and squawk, and somehow magic happens. And now Ginny's going to tell you about all the great people.
Well, so obviously we are the co-founders and the co-CEOs of the charity, but it is such a huge team effort. And I really feel, well, we've been wanting this prize for a really long time, so we're not an overnight success. It is the hugest honor, and I can't even remotely try to be cool about it because I feel really uncool about it. And I wanted, before introducing the people who also make it happen and are representing all the people who make it happen, just a funny little thing that in 2008, when I was a journalist with the Times for 20 years, I had the great good fortune to interview Lady Antonia Fraser, and she was fantastic. And her late husband Harold Pinter wrote and said that he recognized her in my interview, so that was another great moment for me. But I met Lady Antonia and Rachel Billington shortly after and talked about this sort of dream that we had, maybe, of doing something like Liberty Choir. So there's a sort of fantastic circular feeling about this moment too, because it did happen. And so I'd like to introduce, I know that we've got a very limited time, as Peter said. So I'm going to say, Kate Roop.
We're married, just in case if you hear me nudging her on, it's okay. Everybody relax.
Yeah, we have to say that a governor once said it's not that they just have a terrible dysfunctional working relationship, well that too, but so Kate Ruby, please, could you stand up? Thank you. Applause to Kate Ruby.
What is she?
I'm about to say. Kate Ruby is one of our ambassadors and was a prison officer for 28 years and is co-founder of the Clink, and is an incredible advisor to us, but and shoulder to shoulder all the way. And I think that here there are prison officers who are fantastic in the prisons. You know, there are ones who aren't, but Kate's an example of somebody who really cares, and it matters, and that's how working with prison officers who do care help us to be a successful charity. And then we've got a prisoner, a former prisoner, Ross, thank you, who is who we met at our very first session in Wandsworth Prison on the 1st of April 2014. And he has been a fantastic, he actually nominated us when he was still in prison for the Longford Trust Prize, unbeknownst to us, which was 2015, yeah. And then next door to him is Vicky, his wife, fantastic, and is our third ambassador to be with us. And of course, the families are so important of people in prison, and Vicky, I know, felt very helped by Liberty Choir, and has been along every year. They fundraise for us and have been fantastic. And then we've got Kate Steer, here we go. Kate is my right-hand woman, and our operational team, the charity would be nowhere without, so that's fantastic.
She's representing all the people that work in the background.
And then I've got Paul Webster. Paul Webster. I'm almost there. 1 minute. I'm almost at the end. Who is our trustee and also now was an editor of The Observer till last November and is now a volunteer as well at Pentonville. And when we've got finally
Denise and Tom.
I'm going to be very quick now. Denise Mueller-Brown, a volunteer. Thank you. And Tom Miller, my son, who's also a musician in the prisons. Is that okay? We're there.
Just one last thing. To all the guys and women that are listening on the radio or on the TV, that you know us, hi. And we changed our mailbox address. So if you want to write us a letter, we're now Liberty Choir UK, Jackson Hall, Portland Place, Hastings, TN341QN. Because I know you're going to write and say, I watched you on Way Out or on the radio. Bye, guys.